Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Yahla Ayu from 9H. I will tell you a story. The title is Jumanji. One day, Spencer was relaxing on the porch of his house. He watched his cat playing ball in the garden while humming his favorite song and accompanied by a cup of warm chocolate milk. When Spencer was relaxing, suddenly his cell phone rang indicating a notification had arrived. He immediately took his cell phone, which was stored on the next table. He saw the notification and it turned out that the notification was from the chat group. It turned out that they were planning to meet at a designated cafe in the afternoon. Today, Spencer rushes into his house and gets ready to meet his friends. Spencer has not seen his friends, Martha, Johnson, and Bethany. They are Jumanji Spencer's playing partners. Spencer was ready and walking to the bus stop to catch the bus bound for the cafe, likewise with Martha, Bethany, and Johnson. At a later time, it turned out that Bethany had arrived first at the cafe. Her other friends followed Bethany, who was already inside the cafe. After they all gathered together, they were cool talking about their daily lives. When they were chatting, they saw people outside running impotently and their looks were very panicked. Spencer and his friend, who saw it, were confused about what was going on outside. Spencer and friends ran outside the cafe to see what was going on. When they came out, they were surprised to see Jumanji's creator coming out of the Jumanji gate. Spencer, what shall we do? Bethany said frantically. Not only was Bethany panicked, her other friends were also panicked. Not far from a distance came Alan while driving the car. What are you waiting for? Let's get in the car, said Alan. They get into Alan's car. Alan explained what really happened to Jumanji. Jumanji is in need of you now. Jumanji gates are open because of Jack's action to leave Jumanji's game. Your job is to put everything back into the game. Before that, now you have to go back to Johnson's house to change avatar, said Alan while driving the car to Johnson's house. Finally, they arrived at Johnson's house and they were surprised because Johnson's house was missing because there was a crater coming out of the game. They rushed to Johnson's house and looked for the Jumanji game. Johnson quickly played the game and looked at his friends. Are you ready? Said Johnson. They nodded quickly and immediately pressed the button of the game. Spencer and his friend entered the game and turned into their respective avatars. Spencer becomes Dr. Braveston, Martha becomes Ruby, Bethany becomes Professor Sally, and Johnson becomes Feinberg Their task now is to carry out the mission in the game, which is to find the bell and the key to the gate. Their lives, as usual, only have 3 lives to survive. Bethany, read the map. Where to go? Spencer told Bethany. First, we have to go to the forest to find the key hidden in the lion's den, Bethany said, reading the map. This is crazy. Why do people hide the keys in the lion's den? Said Johnson, shuddered in horror. We have to get the key after all, said Martha. All right, come on, don't waste the time, said Spencer as he walked and his other friends followed Spencer. While on their way, they were excited because they had traveled quite a distance and they did not bring any supplies. Suddenly, Johnson saw 2 horses on the road. Guys, look, there are 2 horses. Maybe we can ride them, said Johnson, pointing at the horse and approaching the horse. In the end, they got on the horse and continued on their way. When they arrived in the forest, they finally found a very large lion cage. How do we get into the cage and look for the key? Said Martha. Maybe the key is under the lion's sleeping body, said Spencer, pointing to a sleeping lion. Okay, I'll try to take the key, said Johnson as he walked closer to the lion. But when Johnson wanted to take the key, the lion woke up and ate Johnson. Johnson came back to life, but his life remained too. How about this? Taking the key is not easy, said Bethany. I have an idea. I lure the lion away and you guys take the cake, said Spencer and brought a torch to lure the lion to follow Spencer, who ran while Martha, Bethany, and Johnson immediately took the cake. However, Spencer was still trapped with the lion. Suddenly, a helicopter came at him and it turned out to be Alan. Alan helped Spencer board the helicopter and his friend had been on the helicopter a long time ago. Alright, now we have to find the bell. Where the bell is located, said Spencer asking Alan. The bell is stored in a box in the river, said Alan, pointing to a nearby river. The helicopter landed near the river and they approached the river. This is easy, said Bethany as she put her feet into the river. But it turned out that in the river there were many crocodiles. Bethany was eaten by the crocodile and came back alive, but her life remains too. In fact, getting a bell is difficult. For a moment, I think I have something in my bag, said Johnson as he took out a stick that could be pulled long. Finally, they tried to get to the box, and thanks to their cooperation, they got a box filled with bells and immediately opened the box using the key they had brought from the lion's den. Our task is finished. It's time to ring this bell on the hill and all creatures can enter the game again, said Alan as he entered the helicopter followed by the others. A few minutes later, they reached the top of the hill. When you ring the bell, you also have to shout Jumanji in unison, said Alan. They all nodded. Spencer rang the bell and shouted Jumanji, followed by his other friends. The creator finally came back into the game, including Jake. The Jake was destroyed by Alan by locking Jake in the lion's cage. Alan thanked Spencer and his friends for helping Alan. Because their job was finished, they finally returned to their place of origin by holding Alan's hand, who could return them to their place of origin.